What's poppin' people, SSJAipom here with a combo guide and overview for Vegito Blue. This video isn't by any means a complete guide for the character, but you can look at it as a sort of starting point for picking them up and bringing them into online play with more knowledge than just throwing your supers out without planning anything, etc, etc. We'll be going over the basic combo strings, basic and intermediate level cancels, loops, and overall details necessary for picking up the character at a base level. Fuse Zamasu is coming pretty soon, so subscribe if you haven't if you're waiting on a base level guide for that character. By the way, the Dissidia stuff is going to be doing advanced guides of these characters, so I urge you to check out the channel as well. There will be combos into his super attacks and ultimates a bit later in this video if you wanted to see how to use those without needing a stamina break, and even tech involving restand loops and phantom ki blast cancels. So if you're interested in stuff like that, it is in the video. Just wait for a bit, Pop, just wait. Vegito Blue comes through with some very nice damage output and animations, and I didn't really expect it for him to be like far off from his previous version, and he's not. This is great news if you were iffy on his execution but you like the old character, but bad news if you really like the way, or if you didn't like the way that Vegito played back then when he was just Super Vegito. Both versions of Vegito have multi-hit combo strings, cinematics here and there, and ridiculous damage in their heavy strings. You'll notice, however, that this Vegito has more practical step cancels than dash cancels, making him almost the opposite of Super Vegito in terms of cancel execution. He keeps some of his loops, including the 3 heavy attack forward movement one. If you're unfamiliar with it, it will be showcased in the video again. Losing Sledgehammer, however, gets rid of a lot of his overwhelming damage from the previous moveset, but I do think Savage Strike is a decent enough replacement. Savage Strike becomes an additional 2,000 damage attack on your opponent's move, like anytime you do a move or a combo or anything like that, and it can be linked into pretty much after any string that moves the opponent anywhere away from where you were hitting them. This is great for dealing damage on players that just want to like sit in your combo strings, and even better when you realize that this gets an extended knockdown period if you hit an opponent in certain situations with its advanced mechanic. Check out the free DLC skill analysis video for a more in-depth look at Savage Strike. For now, we're just focusing on Vegito Blue. If you want to take note of how many hits Vegito Blue does in his light combo so you don't mess up your execution much, it will help you in the long run. He ends up losing control on the 4th hit of his 1-to-1 light combo string, and again on the 7th hit if you need to look at the combo notations on the side of your screen. You should probably go do that in training mode just so you see what it looks like. It might mess you up if you're trying to rely on ki blast cancels to stay mobile, especially in latency or something like that. So again, guys, keep that in mind. The dash cancels outside of the heavy light heavy one are a bit wonky for me to call them practical, but I did leave a few of them in there in case you wanted to see them, I'm pretty sure. You can also do like a lot of guard pressure with this heavy light heavy string and a step cancel if you don't want to wipe out a block using the Spirit Stab altogether. Spirit Stab is really good. Speaking of Spirit Stab, the skill is actually amazing. I love it. After a bit more testing and confirmation from my buddy SSJ Luffy, we figured out that it can be used as a cast on command counterattack, meaning it'll do a brief cast time before it triggers the counter itself. If your opponent is doing any offensive action, they'll be pinned in place with a prolonged stun. Pretty sure that the Infernal Master Phoenix hit us in the comment section with that information as well, probably last night when I was asleep. So thank you again, Papa. I really do appreciate it. Definitely a great move to have on Vegito, whose main goal is to beat you down as soon as possible. You know, he's trying to get that damage out to actually get the punish in to finish you. And if you can get your stamina out with moves like Spirit Stab, making you snap vanish, then yes, this character is amazing. Vegito also showed up with the ability to Phantom Ki Blast cancel. This is an unofficial name for the loop that we're talking about here, but it involves hitting your opponent with a particular hit stun and then tossing a Ki Blast through them as a Ki Blast cancel to keep on mounting offense to do or do a restand with the Step Manual Vanish back attack, blah blah blah. We covered it in the Super Saiyan 4 Goku video and in the Kid Gohan video, and it's even usable on hit, so you've probably seen it if you played someone who knows what they're doing with these characters. It's nothing new, but it's a great addition to have on Vegito Blue, a character who has crazy ass damage output. A friend of mine on the channel, Tattern, says that the Step Manual Vanish backward restand may be latency only tech, which is probably true in most cases, to be honest with you. Xenoverse 2, am I right? Game is not the best, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Pop. It's good news for anyone playing PvP, but bad news if you're trying to rely on it to build a combo around it. So that being said, if you want to do a substitute forward, you can just like step forward after throwing the Ki Blast, and you'll be just fine if you're gonna just keep on mashing whatever. If you didn't know what his Super Soul did though, it does extend how long the opponent is stamina broken, and it starts to regenerate ki for you over time, up to exactly 2.5 bars. This means if you want to perform a punish but don't have enough ki to go for the big ultimate, you can still at least hope to reach the ki necessary after a break, and it works very well with Vegito Blue, who can just keep pressing triangle and Ki Blast cancel during a punish, and you'll, you know, eventually get enough ki to do your stuff. So you don't get shut down in any sense. He's a really, really nice character. All in all, this is a very fun character, and I think he's fairly well designed from a casual standpoint. He has a few new flashy supers that work very well and synergize with the moveset, and damage to back him up if you do feel like just playing around and joking around, like I often do when I play as someone like Vegito. From a competitive standpoint, I'd say that his neutral play is going to be a lot better than Super Vegito, even though he's lacking the damage Super Vegito is packing. Having Savage Strike able to restand for him means you can punish tanking players like it's nothing in almost every sense of the word, and my only issue with him is that he still has the multi-hit combo strings. Then again, what do you expect with someone like Vegito throwing punches and kicks like it's nothing with no effort, you know? But once you get used to those things, you'll be just fine with this character. I think he's a really nice one. If you like playing as Super Vegito, you'll probably like using him as well, unless Sledgehammer being gone is in fact the killing point for you, you know, like you can't take anything else from him. Anyway, I'll be leaving you all with any remaining footage in this video and letting you know that Fuse Zamasu, Merge Zamasu, whatever you want to call him, is coming for you guys pretty soon. Drop any practical tips you have for Vegito Blue in the comment section below, and I'll be seeing you all in the very next video. Take care of yourselves.